Madrid, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Qué frío.
Miriam and Loredana are Venezuelans. They could benefit from an amnesty for some 500,000 undocumented migrants.
Tú dormiste, ¿verdad? Yo realmente lo que hacía era taparme con la cobija y tratar de como que de parar el aire frío que estaba pasando, pero en realidad no dormí. Sí.
These men and women have spent the night outdoors to be sure to obtain a vital certificate for their residence permit.
No ha sido fácil tampoco.
It's not easy to work on the black market without any papers.
Estuve trabajando en un bar.
For instance, I worked in a bar. They paid me 20 euros for 8 hours work, even 12 hours. This regularization is a real opportunity for us. It's really hope.
Miriam arrived in Spain a year ago. Like other foreigners in an irregular situation, 2.5 months ago she applied for the migrant amnesty.
You need to present at least 5 documents, 1 for each month. That proves you've been here for 5 months.
At least 5 months spent in Spanish territory and a clean criminal record. Those are part of the conditions set out to obtain a 1-year renewable residence permit.
At the moment, we're handling 640 cases a day.
That's madness.
Yes, but it's important to do it. It's now or never. Afterwards, it's too late. There you go. Good luck.
Thanks to this certificate, Miriam and Loredana's application is complete.
We got it. Finally.
Their future is now in the hands of the Spanish authorities. In the south of the country, in Andalusia, beneath a mass of plastic, Europe's allotment is being worked by one of the highest concentrations of paperless migrants in Spain.
Look, they're working there inside the greenhouses, in very poor conditions. They are really exploited. Happily, with this regularization, things should improve.
Miguel has defended the rights of agricultural workers for the last 10 years.
Here, agriculture is a synonym for suffering. It's about sweat, tears, and exploitation. I hate what they've done to this place.
Miguel is anxious to show us one of the region's many slums.
Here's a sea of plastic, and there's the slum. Look, those are the workers coming back from their jobs. All of them work in the greenhouses.
500 people live in these makeshift homes. Shacks made of wood and plastic without any running water.
Do you use that water to make food?
Yes, and we drink it as well.
He shouldn't do that. That water isn't drinkable.
Many of the residents here are eligible for the regularization program announced by the Spanish government.
To complete your application, come on Wednesday. Wednesday at 7:30.
Habib has just sent his application off.
Sí, vale. Bienvenido, Miguel.
This 26-year-old Moroccan has lived here for the last year and a half.
Mira, esta es mi casa, y aquí el agua, y aquí una...
¿Aquí es donde duermes tú?
Yo no, otro, a mi amigo.
Vivís dos.
Aquí el baño. I put water here, and after I do like this, I do like this. Yeah, when I finished, I take my towel and they do like this. That's enough.
Habib works in the greenhouses on the black market for anyone who will hire him.
Como lo mismo en Marrakech, igual que en Marrakech, sí.
Habib studied law in Morocco. The migrant amnesty could change his life, giving him a permit to work legally.
The life here is very hard, but I need to working with life here. While I get my paper, I will change my place.
Madre mía, qué bueno está.
Bueno provecho, Miguel.
Claro, hombre. Y tan provecho. Y tan bueno. En el momento que tienes el papel, ya puedes buscar legalmente trabajo y todo lo demás. Futuro va a ser diferente. Y entonces, el saber el idioma...
The next morning, we returned to Habib's.
Right now it's 6:46, and I right now making my breakfast.
He's almost ready for work.
And this water.
Because it's hot.
Yeah. It's very hot.
For the last 4 days, he's been working for a new boss who comes to look for labourers at the slum. He earns €5 an hour, €40 a day, paid cash in hand.
So right now we collect everything like watermelon and the plastic.
The temperature reaches over 40 degrees beneath the plastic. Habib keeps on going in order to help his family. He sends a lot of his money home.
This is my mother, and this is also my mother with nephews. I hope I get my paper to change my work. I really don't like to working in greenhouses because I lost my health and a lot of things.
But when his boss's car arrives, it doesn't stop.
I don't know why he going there.
Habib tries to join him.
Hola, Antonio.
Buenos días.
¿Qué pasa?
¿Quién son estas muchachas?
No, esta es mi amiga. ¿Qué te pasa? Quiero...
¿Tu amiga? ¿Cómo tu amiga?
Maybe he don't want you to know what the people working, how much the bosses here paying to people's here, workers here.
Habib finds work again a few days later. 1/3 of agricultural workers in the greenhouses have no work permit. So what do their employers think about the regularization measure? Will it end the black market? Andres is the only one to accept our invitation to talk. He heads one of Spain's main farmers' associations.
Esto es una explotación de...
This is a fruit and vegetable plot. These are watermelons. We planted them about 2 months ago.
He believes the migrant amnesty will allow 10,000 extra workers to be hired in the province.
Era algo imprescindible.
The measure was really necessary, indispensable.
In the
last few months, there were times when we were barely able to finish the harvest because of the lack of labour.
Despite that, Andalusia is one of the regions where the anti-immigration message of the far-right party Vox is polling high. A few days ahead of the region's election, the town of Motril is being targeted by Vox with a big rally. José Luis and his friends don't want to miss it.
We don't want to betray our homeland. We don't want to be invaded.
Santiago Abascal, the party's leader, has come to Andalusia. Very quickly, he attacks the mass amnesty for migrants introduced by Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez.
They're giving them what is most valuable to us, our nationality, so that they say, "Long live Pedro Sanchez," and vote for him.
The angry one-hour speech wins over the three Andalusians.
We're opening our doors to everyone and we're losing our identity. If we don't start defending ourselves, we'll be worth very little as a society.
That kind of belief is shared by many. 10 days later, Vox retained its position as the third largest party in the region. In a recent opinion poll, 60% of Spaniards said there were too many immigrants. An unfounded worry, says economist Raymond Torres.
Hola.
He was invited to speak about migration.
More than 50% of growth is linked to immigration. That's a lot, right?
Exactly. Spain's strong growth is down to, above all, the rise in the number of workers. In our case, they're mainly immigrants.
In contrast to what the far right says, he believes the new arrivals don't compete with Spaniards on the labour market.
We can see that the jobs done by immigrants on one hand and those done by Spaniards on the other complement each other. In sectors driving the economy, like construction, hotels or agriculture, 80% of new jobs created in the last 3 years have been done by immigrants.
In the Madrid suburbs, 3 weeks after making their application, we meet back up with Miriam and Loredana.
Bueno, ahora estoy esperando más bien que me avisen. ¿Te van a dar el contrato? Sí, estuve hablando con los jefes y me dijeron que sí.
In a few days' time, they're expecting an identification number that will allow them to work legally. The first step to obtaining their long-awaited residence permit.
I'm no longer frightened to walk about on the street, to sit down at a street cafe. I'm not frightened of them coming over and asking for my paperwork. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. So many possibilities are now open to me.
Once they have their residence, the two friends intend to start a business. There have never been so many foreigners in Spain. Every migrant who benefits from the amnesty will pay an average of €3,000 a year into the state's coffers.